Hello everybody, my name is Star, and let me just take this off. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Deadpool movie, and since it's Anime Day, we'll be talking about My Hero Academia, which is, I guess I have to get a picture of that, so just give me a second to get the picture for My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, and a picture of that, you know. Anything.
Where do you think you're going?
Is this My Hero Academia? Perfect, yes. Season 1. Wait, season 1? Ah, yes, perfect. Save image. And then pictures and okay, there we go. So there we go, got it. Yeah, let me just go to anime. Just give me a second. Yeah, just give me a second to find it. Yeah, I should be able to see it pretty soon. No. Ah!
Where do you think you're going?
Enter. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. So I'll be talking about the anime My Hero Academia, which is a very good anime. I started it about a week ago. I'm currently on season 2, which is getting pretty darn good. So let me just get into a brief detail about My Hero Academia. So the main character is this guy dressed in green. His name is Izuku Midoriya. So basically he's the anime is about like having superpowers or something, you know, like being a superhero, which is actually a good idea, you know, for an anime, being a superhero, being able to fly like Superman or fight like Batman, you know, something in the sense of that, being an anime kind of, which is a very, very good idea, you know. So basically, Izuku Midoriya, basically he wasn't born with any powers, even though his mother can levitate stuff, which is, you know, not too great for a superhero, but yeah. And his father we basically don't know about yet. So basically, he was born, you know, without powers or without, damn it, I forget the name, the term that they use. He wasn't born with any powers, and everybody else was born. Like this guy right here with the X, he basically could do explosions, like boom, basically create explosions, like as if you're throwing a bomb and it goes kerblowy. You know, that's his power, because obviously it looks like a giant grenade. This girl, she can control gravity. So basically whatever she touches basically has no gravity, and then when she says release, it falls down basically with gravity. This girl right here, she's basically like a frog. You know, she jumps really high and she has a tongue that can grab literally anything. And this guy right here, basically he has super speed, but the way his powers work, you know, as if you was driving a car, you know,
Where do you think you're going?
there's like turbines in his legs, so basically he could run as if he was driving a car, you know, like exactly like the car goes really fast when you you know do the nitrous and everything. Basically same thing for him, you know, he's like a human car that could run super fast. He's not exactly like the Flash, because the Flash taps into the Speed Force. He does not. He's kind of like a car, you know, engines in his legs, and he could run really fast, like, you know, like a car. And this guy right here is basically, he throws like these bubbles, like these big orbs that basically stick to anything, which is an okay power, but yeah. So basically he wasn't born with any powers, and he wants to be a hero, just like this hero called All Might. Actually, yeah, let me just get a full picture of My Hero Academia, you know, with All Might and everything. Characters, images. They should be different heroes. Oh, is this it? Yeah, this could be it. Okay, save image. Let's name this. Let's name this 204. Two point four. Oh no, 22.4. That's fine with me. Yeah. Let me just get the picture of that. 22.4. There we go. Okay. So there we go. This is a full picture, and at the very top is this guy. His name is All Might. So basically, that's Izuku's trainer, basically, because he asked, because he's basically a very big fan of All Might. You know, he wants to be exactly like All Might, like be a hero and, you know, save the day and save people and, you know, that type of thing, and be very heroic and stuff like that. So basically, what happens, he actually meets All Might. So, and he talks to him. He says, is there any possibility that a normal person without any powers to become a hero? At first, All Might says no, but when he sees that Deku tries to save his friend, you know, well, it's his rival. He calls him his friend because he's that type of person. He's a nice person, you know, so he calls him his friend. You know, the guy right above him, the fire dude that I said. He tries to save him, and All Might recognizes that he has the potential to become a hero, because basically let's just call him Deku, because that's what everybody calls, well, not everybody, but this guy right here, he calls him Deku, you know, in short, because his real name is Izuku, but he calls him Deku, so let's call him Deku for now. So Deku gets trained by All Might, and actually gains his ability, you know, being able to be strong, because you think that All Might is always like that, but no. His powers kind of, kind of go down after 3 hours or so, and he becomes like a regular wimpy human type thing, And he's like, "Are you All Might?" Because he's like, yeah, I prefer not to call myself by that name, but yeah, he's basically All Might in like a very scrawny form. So basically, All Might teaches him his power, which is one for all, because All Might at first didn't have any powers either. So his master gave him his powers, and that's how it becomes strong, because of, the power he taps into, because that power was passed on, to All Might, and then he passes the power to him. All Might will always have his power, but he gives a little bit of his DNA to him. So basically, he's not as buff as All Might, but with the training of All Might's master, he will become pretty darn strong. He will be extremely powerful later on in like season 3, but I haven't seen that yet. I will pretty soon. And it's a very good anime, like the story behind it, because everybody says, "Oh no, he doesn't have any powers, he can't become a hero." And he literally proved all of them wrong. He becomes strong. He basically, like, the training he goes through is grueling. I mean, something that you would see from One Punch Man, like push-ups, moving cars, moving giant boulders all over the place, He goes all out and he becomes strong. He may look weak now, but when he uses his powers, woo, he is one of the strongest. Maybe just as strong as All Might. Not yet, but soon, So this is all his classmates. They're all in the classroom, which is A1. So basically, they basically get trained to be superheroes. They show their powers, and then they kind of practice with their powers, and I could tell you about everybody else, but that would take too long. Actually, yeah. I already talked about Deku. This guy right here. This guy with the red hair and the white hair. His power is being able to make ice and fire. And melt it. That's actually a pretty good, being able to freeze stuff, and then the other hand being able to, fire, basically. This guy right here, he has super strength. The guy right next to him, the one that looks all LGBT in a sense, he shoots lasers out of his belly. The guy right above him knows karate, and he has a tail that could smack people, send them flying. Right below him, he's kind of like Batman. He fights in the night, and he has a very special, like this hawk. The Shadow Hawk comes out of his belly as well. He's kind of like a dark phoenix of sorts, and right next to her is like this bug girl. She spits out like this sticky acid or something. This guy right here, right next to this girl, his skin could be as hard as rock, basically, so he could basically break through anything. Right next to him is this guy with the yellow hair. He has electrical abilities. Right above him is kind of like this Groot guy, he's kind of like Groot. And right below this girl right here, she has these long ears that connect to her legs, which amplify sound. So basically she's like a human amplifier that the sound is immense, like it could send people flying all over the place or make them deaf, you know, like extremely loud. This girl with the staff, she's able to create anything coming out of her arm. Basically she could make a staff out of her arm, she could make a gun, a cannon, literally anything, because she could create literally any weapon or anything she needs to get the job done. Who else? Oh, right next to the bug girl is actually this invisible girl. She's basically invisible, you know, every time. That's why she wears gloves, because then people wouldn't even notice her. Who else? Oh, this guy right above, right next to All Might, the ninja dude. He basically has like 6 arms, and he could, you know, protect and stuff, you know, like 6 arms, super strength, that type of thing. Who else? I guess that's it for now. Like, anybody else that I haven't seen? Oh, this guy, the guy right below, adjacent to All Might. He's basically, he could cancel out any power with his eyes, but it's actually pretty cool. He could just look at you and then cancel out all your powers, like indefinitely. And then if he wants to give you back your powers, he just has to blink again or something. But yeah. And he has this like this shawl that he could throw and grab people. It's like a like tentacle arms. Not really like tentacle, but they move and they grab you and then they pull you in, which is actually pretty darn cool. That's it for now. There's nobody else there that I've seen yet. Yeah, that's basically it for now. The anime is so good. Like, I love this anime. I'm about to finish, well, not finish season 2, but I'm gonna finish in a little while. After this, I might watch a couple more episodes, finish season 2 and start season 3. It's actually getting very good. Like, the story behind it is phenomenal. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I give this basically, give me a second. Oh wait. I give it 5 stars. Wait, where do I have 5 stars? Five stars? Wait, stars. Where are the stars? A plus star. Ah, there we go, perfect. So yeah. Oh, no wonder. So I basically give it 5 stars out of... Oh no, wait. I would do... Out of 10 stars, I would give it 9. Give me a second.
Where do you think you're going?
5. There we go. I would give it 9 stars out of 10. You know, because there's no such thing as a perfect anime. Well, not yet, but they might be, you know. I really like this anime, 9 out of 10 basically, of how recommendable this is. So, yeah, go watch it. It's very good anime. Like, you could watch it either on Crunchyroll, Kiss Anime, wherever you guys want to watch it. I'll leave the link in the description for both, for Crunchyroll or Kiss Anime, you know, if you want to watch an English dub. I prefer to watch in Japanese, and then maybe once they're done with it, English dub, you know, that type of thing. Because they don't have that many episodes for English dub yet, but it's gonna get there. And now I will talk about the movie Deadpool. I actually saw it today, which is a good movie. Like, I actually liked it. It was good. Like, the story behind the Deadpool movie was pretty good, actually. Let me just take this off and get a picture of Deadpool 2. Yeah, let's see. Deadpool 2 poster. Okay, save image as pictures. Okay, save, got it. Just give me a second and then I will Deadpool. Where is it? Should be around here somewhere. Is it saved? I don't think so. No, yeah, here it goes. Okay, there we go. So, I will be talking about Deadpool 2 now, and the characters and the cast and everything. If you guys don't want to see any spoilers, please just turn away, just click off the video. I will be talking about spoilers for the movie. So basically, I'll be talking about the cast besides Deadpool. So, if you guys seen Deadpool 1, basically Deadpool 2 starts off in his house, basically, you know, he kind of flashes back to what happened before he blew himself up into smithereens and stuff like that. I'll tell you why. So basically, before he blew himself to smithereens, you know, with 8 oil drums and everything that sends his body parts flying, basically, he's taking out all these drug cartels and stuff, and Russian mafia and Chinese mafia and all over the place. And basically, the last mission he does, the cartel, you know, the leader of one of the Mexican cartels, locks himself inside. So basically he says, oh, I have to leave, and he basically leaves, and he sees his wife, you know, and he's like, sorry I'm late, I had to save these orphans from da 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 da, and she's like, no, and she's a little bit pissed off, but then she says, come here, Red, and they start kissing and stuff like that, and basically they exchange each other's gifts. So Deadpool gives her a coin in the arcade, you know, the arcade booth. He gives her a coin that was a memory that they both shared, you know, back at the arcade when they first met. So he got her that, and she gave him basically an IUD, which is birth control thing, and basically she basically wants him to get her pregnant, to have kids, and they start thinking about what to name their kid, if it's a boy or a girl, so basically he notices that there's something wrong, and he has kind of like this sixth sense, not like Spider-Man, a little bit different. And he's like, get down, because he knows that these cartel members know where he lives and everything. So then they shoot down the door and they kick it down and they try to kill him. So he basically kills 4 of the members. He practically kills them, throwing knives all over the place, stabbing them, leaving them for dead and everything. And the last cartel member, which was the one that from the Mexican cartel that locked himself inside, he shoots towards his girlfriend, which kills her. And Deadpool regrets that, that she died. And then he gets so pissed off, he runs bare feet. He's like trying to capture this guy, and basically it's raining outside and he's running barefoot, and he tries to get away in his car, which then he does get away, but then his car crashes and he comes out of the car and Deadpool is running towards him like, I'm really pissed off, you killed my girlfriend, you should have never done that, type of thing. And then he grabs him, he punches him a bit, and then he grabs him and jumps towards his car, which kills both of them, which is insane. But then after that, he thinks about committing suicide because he lost the love of his life. So basically, that's when the movie starts. He lies down on these oil drums, throws a cigarette, goes inside, and he goes kerblowy all over the place. Like, you see body parts fly all over the place, typical Deadpool, he wants to be with her, so he commits suicide and kills himself. Even though he really can't die, which is crazy insane, Well, he kind of does die, but she says you're not in the right place. So then he's like, let me in, like he's in this like weird death type thing, like he's dead and everything. And she's like, no, you're not in the right place. And he tries to push because they're in this room, but when he tries to go near her, there's this barrier blocking him that he can't get in. She would have to let him in, basically, in a sense, which she doesn't. He's like, open. It's like this barrier, like, let me in. Like, I want to see you. And she's like, you're not in the right place. And then he leaves, and Colossus, picks him up and puts his body back together. And he's basically where the X-Men are. And he's like, no, I'm not X-Men material. And he says, yes, you are the X-Men material. With his Russian accent and everything. So they recruit Deadpool to try to be a X-Men, which kind of works and kind of doesn't, because he wants to go by his own rules, and he doesn't want to follow the rules of, the X-Men being, don't kill, don't curse, you know, that type of thing. Be a nice mutant like Colossus or Wolverine, or you know, even though Wolverine is a tough guy, but he follows the rules of Xavier and all that, you know. So after bringing him back, they have to save this child named Russell. His mutant name is Fire Fist. So basically, he throws fire and he sends people flying all over the place. He's a very strong mutant. So basically, it's him, Colossus, Yukio, which is another mutant, and I forget her name. Her Yukio's girlfriend. Cause yeah, they're lesbian, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, that's besides the point. So they try to save him and everything. They try to save the kid, and basically he kills one of the headmasters, and Colossus says, "No, you're not supposed to do that." And then everywhere in the news says, "Oh, Deadpool kills one of the guys from the insane asylum." Well, it's a rehabilitational place for mutants, you know, because he has anger problems and he's very angry and he goes, "Ah!" You know. So basically, the kid is very angry because obviously, because they torture him basically, and they try to rehabilitate him by torturing him, which is a horrible idea. You know, don't torture the kid. If you want to rehabilitate him, sorry, I just butchered that word. Help him. Don't make it worse by torturing him, you know. Because obviously, the rehabilitational center, they're not racist. They're just prejudiced against mutants and stuff, and they say, "No, that is not good. Mutants are a work of the devil," and stuff like that. You know, that type of thing. You know, they're pretty bad. You know, they basically hate mutants. You know. So basically, after he kills this guy, they lock up the kid and Deadpool, and they send them to this jail for mutants, which is really bad to go there. Like, it's really bad. So basically, the plot from then on is to save the kid, basically, you know, from killing the headmaster of the thing, because he wants to get revenge, obviously, because he's being tortured. He's being tortured by those guys, you know. Like, overall, the movie was pretty good. And the good thing about this movie is that Domino, in the beginning, Cable is the bad guy, but then he joins them, you know, he kind of joins their team and everything. So most likely in Deadpool 3, it's probably going to be Cable, Domino, Deadpool, and maybe some other mutant or something, you know, to join the ranks of, you know. Now that his girlfriend's dead, him and Domino gonna have a thing going on, you know. They're gonna be flirting and hanky-panky all over the place, because obviously he lost his girlfriend and he wants to see her back. But in the comics, yeah, once he sees that his girlfriend is dead, he kind of moves on, and he kind of flirts with with Domino, and they have a thing going on, and you know, Deadpool's a player. Yeah, as you can see with the t-shirt and everything. Deadpool 2 was pretty darn good. You know, would I recommend it? Yes, I would. As for the text, what would I say for Deadpool? I would give it 7 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's good. It's above average, you know. Cause I liked it. It was funny. Like the characters were pretty good. Like I like Domino. I like Cable. Deadpool was the funniest out of all of them. And the funniest part is when Deadpool grabs Colossus's butt, you know, while he's hugging him and everything. That was hilarious. I was like, is Deadpool gay, or does he just like metal butts? I guess or something. It was hilarious, you know. And among other things, you know, there was a lot of funny things, like when Deadpool runs and like Cable is almost on the ground and his ball sack like just, that was hilarious. What else? Juggernaut was there too, which is extremely cool, you know. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Like, would I recommend? So yeah, the movie I give 7 out of 10. You know, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, out of 10. Okay. 7. Where is the fourth set? 7 out of 10. There we go. Can you guys see that? Make it small. There we go. So yeah, 7 out of 10. So yeah, go watch it. It was a pretty good movie. Like the characters themselves were pretty good. You know. So yeah, guys, that does it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.